Good morning. Well, almost afternoon. It's like 5 minutes before noon. On Thursday, the day after the sale of the company, feels really weird because I don't know why. Nothing has changed. I got a piece of paper that said something but nothing in my life has really changed since yesterday or last week. But I just kind of feel like I'm fluttering in the wind now. It's weird. Untethered, maybe. It's a little scary. I have this thing. It's I feel like this is a theme for my life. Maybe that's a theme for everyone's life. But a fortune cookie that I put in a little frame by my door so I can remember it. And look at me. Look at this. I took my hair down. So they're doing work in the building. There's no water today. So I have no water. So I couldn't take a shower. But I wanted to do this video anyway. So I'm like, oh, let me take my hair down. And you can see behind me. Like, this is any better. Whatever, people, I tried. So here's the frame. And it says, real courage is moving forward when the outcome is uncertain. Shut the light off so you don't have to look at me. And ain't that the truth? By my door so that when I go outside, every time I go outside, I can see it. Because you're moving forward, right? You're going out the door. You're going out into the world. Have courage. The outcome is always uncertain. But you got to go anyway. So I wanted to talk about the pain stream. I think I mentioned that to you. That I think that's the most important thing, right? So going through my annulment was horrible, but very super transformative. The metaphor I use, the best way to describe it is like a phoenix, right? Your everything burns to the ground. Your insides, your outsides, everything. But you get up, and when you get up, you're better for it. So you're stronger, you're more clear. Your philosophy on things in the world shift. Your philosophy on people, your philosophy. I mean, it could shift for the worse, too. You know, you could be jaded and hateful and bitter. That would be a shame. People are. If that's you, try to not be like that. Because you're just going to go through it again. It's going to have the same result. Look at the bright side. It's not easy. I'll show you how not easy it is. Here's my stack. Here's my pain. Boop. Can you see it? It's a little bright there. There it is. Yeah. So, what I did while I was going through this was I wrote. I didn't really journal. Maybe some days I did. Gah. So sorry. I should shut the light off, really. I didn't. Maybe there's some journaling in there. Maybe that's how I started. But then I started to think, hey, these things that I'm learning, because I read a lot and I wrote stuff down so I could go back and read it again. I never read anything that I write. So, like I save videos on YouTube. I never look at them. But I do it anyway. So I wrote all this stuff down because I thought, well, someday maybe I'll write a book of my experience and that book will help other people. Similar to how I'm not writing a book right now about what I'm going through and how that might help people. Because it would. People who are ready for it. So it'll help some people. Not everyone, because even if everything I said was exactly right, this is the right way, there's some people that are going to be like, no, that's not going to work. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're depressed doing it, maybe you should reevaluate. Or not. But anyway, that whole masking of depression or inner sadness. Like, listen, it's no one's job to make you happy. If you are happy around someone, that's great. But if you weren't happy before, that's not going to last. And it's not up to them. Like, people say, well, you don't make me. Well, I mean, I've said that too, but I don't, like, I'm content. I could be single for the rest of my life and still be content. If you can't be single, then you just be single until you figure out how to do it and be happy. You can't, like, if you need to have a person all the time, you have a codependency issue. You have a problem. That's a problem. You don't like yourself enough to live with yourself. There's no, it's black and white. That's it. And then you can get with someone who's comfortable and healthy in themselves, and the two of you can make something bigger and greater. But unless that happens, if there's two broken people, we're all broken, but if there's two, codependent people coming together, constantly sucking from the other, like, you don't have anything to give. What are you going to suck off someone? They're trying to suck off you. You're both trying to suck each other like parasites. Anyway, do I have passion about this? It's the truth. After half a century almost of life, you figure this out, right? They should give classes on this in school. They should give so many classes on stuff in school that they don't. That would help you have a happier life. But that's not the point of school. School is not to make you successful. School is to make you a cog in this wheel called the economy, the global economy, which doesn't benefit you. Benefits those who control the economy. Anyway, but you still need to eat, so I understand. I did it too. I'm doing it. We're trapped in it. So anyway, this is a stack of books that has been here for 2 weeks, staring me in the face. I put all my pain and suffering and hell. It's getting me emotional just thinking about it, into those books. And so I haven't done this pain stream because, I thought about this morning or last night, and not at any point did I consider that I would be sad. But, and I'm going to keep this camera on, because this is the important stuff. I turned it off for Sunday. But I'm not going to do that anymore. But I'm going to also try to control myself a little bit, because this sucks. Because I have to face this too, right? I have to face it. And probably part of the reason why I haven't written the book, and part of the reason why and I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm feeling the emotions that I felt when I wrote in those books, and it hurts. I don't feel that way now. I don't hate my ex, or I feel none of that. I'm just feeling the energy that I put into those books, and it's so sad. And they've been staring at me for weeks, like looming on this counter. Like the never-ending story. It's like this thing that's there, and I feel it's like, open this book. Don't open that book. Open it. You can't resist. But it's just been sitting there waiting for me to open it. So that's why I've been putting it off, because I know that it's the energy in those books is not good, right? It's hopeful because it's help for pain, but to go back and go through that seems like an impossible and daunting task. But I'm gonna try it for you, because it helped me. It's been 10 years, but I can't even, maybe someday I'll tell you what all I went through, but it was so bad. Divorce, everybody goes through it. Marriage wasn't that long. Relationship wasn't that long. People that get divorced after 20 years, 30 years, Jesus, you're like a baby. When you come out into the world, you're like old and a baby. That's super weird. And some women don't have jobs and they're just go out in the world. You're screwed. Anyway, I'm going to go through those books. Try to figure out, well, I was going to say the best way, but I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to open them and start reading them a little bit every day and sharing, because I don't want to go through it all. There's too much there, and there's too much pain and hurt, and that would be too much to do in a sitting or in big chunks, right? So I think if I do a little bit every day, that will be tolerable. Yeah, that's a lot of pain right there. But it helped, you know. I couldn't be happier. I can't believe how happy I am after all this time. Not married. Don't really want to be married. No kids. So glad I don't have kids. Same apartment. Little bitty apartment that, you know, my starter apartment, I never thought that I'd be here more than 5 years. And to be honest, now I'm like, you know what, if I have to stay here for the rest of my life, it's not terrible. It's cheap. It allows me to travel and do stuff I want to do, which is good, which is great. I'd rather live in a shoebox and enjoy the world than live in a mansion and not be able to afford anything else, because who cares? I don't need to buy plaster and wood and nails and heat a bunch of air and air condition a bunch of air and waste all my money on that dumb shit. So anyway, I hope you benefit from this, someone, because this is not gonna be easy. Anyway, peace out.